All right, listen, joining us on the hotline right now is Queen Councilman Francisco Moya and Marty Edelman, and they were part of the big announcement today that NYCFC, the great soccer club that is the last New York team to win a championship in this town, have agreed to build a stadium in the borough of Queens, 25,000 seats. So full transparency also, because I like to be honest on this show. Marty Edelman is also my uncle, who I love dearly, and is a big part of this. So, Uncle Marty, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Craig. How are you?
Good. And Mr. Moya, nice to meet you as well, sir. Congratulations on what I know for you is a lifelong dream come true. So congrats on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So just give us, I guess, the bullet points. What I read was a 25,000 seat stadium, soccer first, obviously, and what this means to your borough, sir.
Look, I think, for someone who grew up in Corona, Queens, and learning how to play soccer in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, to me, it's always been a dream to, have a professional soccer team play right here in the shadows of two major sports arenas, Citi Field and obviously the USTA. But the great thing about this is that we're just not going to build a professional soccer stadium. We're building out a whole brand new neighborhood here. The city's been faced with an affordable housing crisis, and working with this administration, Mayor Adams and folks, we're bringing in 2,500 units of 100% affordable housing here. It's going to be really something that's very historic. Nothing like this has ever been done in the country, where you have a sports team that comes in, builds out a sports arena, privately funded. No city tax dollars go into that. We're going to do something really amazing here, and it's great when you can find that partnership like we have found with the New York City Football Club. It's been really amazing, just not being a true football fan, but also someone who's been a lifelong resident of the borough
Sure.
of Queens.
Marty, let me ask you this. Obviously, it's well known that NYCFC has a relationship with the Yankees, and there was reported talks over the course of the last 5-6 years of maybe building a stadium in the Bronx. Why Queens and why now?
So we tried to build a stadium in the Bronx, Craig, but the prior mayor's administration actually kind of undermined us at the last minute about a year ago. And Francisco and I have been talking off and on for 10 years. And I called him up and I said, it's time. And so less than a year later, we're announcing the stadium. So we needed some cooperation from the Mets about parking. We needed some cooperation from the related companies that's building the housing. The mayor's been amazing. And the Queens fans have a passion for the sport. There's no question that Queens is the world's borough in terms of the over 100 languages that are spoken there. And soccer is really the first sport. And so we're very excited about building it there. And I think it's going to be a unique destination because you have tennis and you have baseball and you have soccer and you have it embedded in a community of affordable housing. Now, where do you have that in the world today?
When does shovel go in ground?
Shovel in ground, we still live in New York, so we have an approval process to go through that could be 12 to 16 months. And then there's 4 months to someone to decide if they want to challenge us. So I'd say shovel in ground somewhere around 16 months.
Are you expecting a battle? Like, are you expecting a lot of challenges, or do you think this will be a smooth process over the next 12 months?
I think it'll be a smooth process. We're building, as Francisco mentioned, 100% union job, which is, special. And the union came out in force today. We had an event at the Queens Museum, and the mayor came, and Francisco spoke, and I spoke, and the union had hundreds of workers there, all who are grateful for the 15,000 jobs that we're going to be providing.
Guys,
so
is there?
We'll be okay.
And I guess Francisco, I'll ask you this. It's your borough. You raised there, and it's a big deal for you. I've seen some reports that, in addition to the affordable housing, there's an opportunity for you guys to continue the betterment of the borough by also building it as more of a destination beyond just the stadium. meaning restaurants, shops, outdoor malls, all that kind of stuff. Is that part of this, or do you view that one day as like step two of this type of project?
Well, look, I think for us, we're very focused on what is really truly incredible about this project is that, as you've seen, when other sports teams have come in to build their stadiums, they usually have had bonding from the city. A lot of public dollars went in. This hasn't done that. It actually put housing first. And we're pretty proud of that accomplishment.
Yep.
It's bringing in 100% affordable housing, senior housing here. F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote about, the ashes of Willets Point. And for over 100 years, nothing got done. Today, that has changed. And the beauty of this project is that it's not only bringing housing, it's going to bring in a brand new school, 650 seats for kids to really have a good quality education, really build out this neighborhood with really robust economy here. And one of the things that we've done is ensure that there's a lot of local hires here, 100% union jobs. But the club has gone above and beyond what is even just the standard of what the city requires when major projects like this come in, where it's 30% of.
So, but do you see it? Do you see it one day as a multi-entertainment destination, or no?
I see this as definitely a destination. It's going to be the true economic engine for the borough of Queens. Look, we're on the heels of beginning one of the biggest tournaments in sports, which is the World Cup. We're going to be kicking that off, but we also are going to be the city that's going to be hosting the World Cup here in 2026. You come to Queens, I think everybody breathes, soccer. As Marty said, there's over 185 languages that are spoken in this borough, but there's one unifying language that we all speak, and that's football. And to have a destination where people can come and really enjoy the sport and enjoy what we have here is going to be a very big thing to really boost our economy and really create a wonderful project here that's never been done before.
It's a very exciting project. When I heard it, it took me about 30 seconds before my mind started wandering to something else, which is a football team. The other football. American football. Yeah. Is that possible? Because this is, I think, every Jet fan, when they heard this news, said, oh, that's cool. We're happy for our friends who are soccer fans. That's awesome. But what about a football stadium right next door? Because the Jets belong in Queens. Is that something that you've thought about? Is that something that is realistic in the next decade or two?
Well, look, I'm just beginning with what we have in front of us right here. As a Jet fan myself, I know that we've been suffering a lot to find, a home here in New York City. But look, I'm just really excited about the project that's in front of us. Soccer is coming to Queens, and a lot of great things that are going to really change this borough, make it a destination. And really, it's something that we were all going to be very, very proud of.
Let me ask you both this quick question. We're talking to Marty Edelman and Francisco Moya, Queens councilman. Very excited about a new stadium being built that's soccer specific. I imagine you could have other events there eventually, concerts and the like, which would be great. Yeah. Another great venue and an amazing venue in the borough. It's public knowledge that Steve Cohen is going to apply for a gambling license, a casino license. I think there are 3 that are currently available that are going to be announced here in short order. Do you think this helps that process? And Councilman, I'll ask you, since it's your district, are you in favor of bringing a bricks and mortar casino to your borough?
Look, I think, right now I'm really excited about the project that's in front of me. The Mets have been great partners, I think, in the negotiations with myself and the soccer club. While they prepare their, project, we're looking forward to seeing that. I know that the Mets, as an organization, are ones that will put forward something that's really great and positive for the community. But, when that time comes, we're happy to address that. But today, I think it's all about New York City Football Club and the 2,500 units of affordable housing that is really going to transform this.
So let me ask you this. Outside of saying the United States, we're all rooting for the United States. Who is, you have a World Cup pick, like an underdog here that I'm unaware of that has a chance to win this thing, or do I have to go Argentina and Brazil in the final?
Oh, listen, I'm rooting for the U.S., but, I also come from parents who immigrated here from Ecuador, and Ecuador is my team. They're kicking it off. The World Cup versus Qatar. We got a good group there that can get us out of there. We can be that, that underdog team that makes it to the finals. We have a lot of Ecuadorians here in the borough of Queens. It's the largest group outside of Ecuador. And, I'm going to be having and hosting a watch party as we kick off the World Cup with the New York City Football Club on Sunday here in the district. So folks are invited to come out, and we'd love to see this because this is really, truly where people come together from all walks of life.
Argentina, Greg, Argentina, Brazil with France as a wild card.
Got it. And by the way, I was proud of you. I saw you at the MMA event at the Garden, and you didn't fall asleep before the last
fight. and guess what? Just before the last fight, Dana said in his own inimitable way, "You're still here." I love it.
Because, by the way, that was one of the great nights of fighting MMA's had in a while.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, and I can't say I'm surprised by it, but Madison Square Garden had more than 20,000 fans in the building on Saturday night, and they got their money's worth. It was an awesome event.
It was a great event, and I was with Dolan for a while, and he was very excited about it. Dana been a friend of mine for 20-some years, and he's slimmed down and he's revved up.
No doubt about that. All right, love you. Good talking to you. Thanks for sharing it. And Francisco, congratulations to you as well. I know you're very happy today, and you should go celebrate. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, guys, be good. Talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, there you go. All right. 25,000 seat stadium.
Yeah, very cool.
Soccer first.
Very cool.
NYCFC finally gets a home to call their own, as opposed to sharing Yankee Stadium, of course. And while they tried to do it in the Bronx for all those years, think about if you're a Bronx resident and you're a diehard soccer fan just for a second, and you know that they were this close to having this type of announcement in your borough, which you would have supported and loved in a beautification project and parks and all, and affordable housing, which is key, obviously, in the 5 boroughs.
Jobs.
And you find out that Mayor de Blasio ruined it.
Well, you already hate him anyway, so it's another reason to dislike him.
But, what
Pile
is that?
on.
Right?
Pile on, man.
It's like when AOC canceled
Amazon
from coming.
In
Like,
LIC,
what?
yeah, no doubt. No question.
Are you going to go to a soccer game now with your kids? You're damn right you are. I'll bring you, don't worry.
I'm not interested in soccer. Now, if my kids are interested, I'd absolutely bring them.
I'm going to take you to a game anyway.
So far, they're not showing that much interest in soccer. Now, is that
but they're at that.
Dad's
Well,
fault?
Spence isn't, but Jet should be playing soccer.
Jet's played soccer. He's played baseball. He's played basketball. He prefers baseball and basketball, which I respect.
That's your fault.
It's not my fault.
100%.
I've gone
That's
in the
your
backyard
doing.
and played with him. My wife's gone in the backyard and played with him.
And
he
your wife
prefers the
not
other
to be
sports.
stereotypical. I imagine your wife and her parents grew up as soccer fans.
Why? Because they're Mexicano?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, kind of.
Right? I imagine your father-in-law's pumped up for the World Cup.
Yeah, no, I'll watch a little bit of it. I know he's definitely into it, but I'm just being honest with you that my kids have shown
That's
more
your
of an
fault.
interest.
Let me tell you something.
No, it's not. Like, you think I'm really
A
forcing
6-year-old.
these sports
I'm
on
going to
them?
tell you something. Look, I'm going to give you
I played
parenting.
all of them.
I'll give you parenting.
Okay.
You can tell me to shove it up my ass. I'll take that. Fine.
Yes.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
If you take a 6-year-old, and Brandon Tierney, I hope you're listening to. Okay?
Right.
A 6-year-old shouldn't be playing organized baseball. He should be playing soccer. All right? And the fact that you don't allow your son
played soccer.
to play soccer for the boring sport of 6-year-old baseball, I'm calling DYFUS on you.
First of all, let's correct all the mistakes. Number one, he played in organized soccer before he ever played baseball.
Yeah.
That's fact number one.
Yeah.
Fact number two, we go in the backyard. I've kicked the ball around with him. I've thrown the ball with him.
I think you're the problem.
He takes an interest in throwing the baseball more.
Because that's what you take an interest in.
I tried to play soccer with him.
You're like, hey, Jet, baseball, soccer? Baseball, let's go play baseball. Baseball, soccer.
I swear I didn't do that. I swear.
I got my eye on you now.
Look, here's the truth, though.
Yeah.
I have baseball on TV. So he'll see it.
Of course.
He'll ask questions. Do I have soccer on TV? No. And if that's your argument on why he's not into soccer, I buy that.
But
in terms of playing, he played organized soccer 2 years ago.
The fact that you don't allow Jose to have a television in his room where he can gladly watch soccer with his grandson is the problem here.
Stop it. Stop.
Anyway, it is amazing, right? So NYCFC gets a stadium. We've built an arena for the Islanders. We rebuilt an arena in Nassau again for the Islanders, right? Those are the three most recent,
Well,
right?
the Prudential Center's a relatively new arena for the Devils. You mentioned the Nets, every team has a new arena.
The New York Jets can't get a stadium.
Well, no. It's not that they can't get.
Maybe they don't want one.
It's that this owner sort of tried with Manhattan, I admit that, and then gave up and said, I'm just going to share a place in New Jersey. And this cry will never go away, Woody. I want you to understand this. It's never going to go away. And what bothers me is I heard the announcement. I'm very happy for the soccer fans. I got no issues with this project. It's all great.
It's very positive for the borough, too.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm taking nothing away from what they're doing. Yeah. So I hear this, I think of the Jets. Then I watch Robert Saleh's press conference. He had one today.
Okay.
I'm a football fan. I want to see what Coach Saleh has to say.
Yep.
And I couldn't look away from what he was wearing. And what he was wearing is disingenuous. And what he was wearing is a problem, Woody. He was wearing a sweatshirt, which I love.
The Gotham City one?
Gotham City.
He's worn it a lot.
Football. No, I know, but it meant something different today. You're not, bro. I want to make this clear to you, Woody. You're not Gotham City football. You're New Jersey football. You're Swamp football. That's where you play. Where do you train? New Jersey. Where do you play your games on Sunday? New Jersey.